What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. So if you're wondering what is going on, I will, allow me to explain. So it's very simple. You're more than welcome to participate in this tournament. So this is a tournament of 72 characters that, they could potentially be in Smash Bros. Through the means of DLC and the Fighter Pass and all that sort of stuff. Keep in mind, this tournament is just for fun. We have all sorts of weird characters. We have first party, third party, assist trophies, spirits, anime, characters that are just confirmed. All that, none of that matters. You vote for who you personally would want. So I want you to think of it like this. If Nintendo approached you and said, between, these two characters for the day, who would you put in? That's how I want you to vote. Doesn't matter their situation. So today's matchup is Skull Kid taking on Pyrrha Nikos from Ruby. So we'll talk about that matchup in just a second. But how does this work? So each day on the channel I upload one of the matchups, besides Sundays, and then we'll talk about the two participants and then try to make a case why they might make sense for Smash DLC. And then, we vote down in the comments. How do you vote? Simple. Just type who your vote is for. So again, either Skull Kid or Pyrrha Nikos. Or both. You're allowed to vote for both. Always been a rule, so you can do that. But you only get one vote. I do count. I do check that stuff. So, with that out of the way, the rest of the rules, it's a double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times before being officially eliminated. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I will flip a coin on camera, best and fairest way to break the tie. And then, voting-wise, for each matchup only lasts for 1 week. So today's Tuesday. That means next Tuesday we'll get the results for Skull Kid and Pyrrha. So, I think, again, just keep in mind, tournaments for fun. So, let's go over the results from last week, which was Jill Valentine from the Resident Evil series, taking on Medusa, the villain from Kid Icarus. Icarus, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The one the game Pit's from. All right, so very interesting. 2 females going at it. Again, this is going to be a result for the loser bracket, so one of them's getting eliminated. Just going to tell you right now, I was surprised at the outcome. I voted Jill. That's not the way it That's not the way it happened, though. I'm fine with it, though. I like Medusa. I like the potential. But, Medusa ended up winning 37 votes to 28. One big thing I always mention when there's a villain in any of these matchups, I think that's one big thing. That's the biggest thing I want to see improved upon or just added to for the roster. Just more actual legit villains. So Medusa does move on, and if Medusa were to be in Smash Bros. For DLC, might be a weird choice, but I'd be okay with it because I just want to see more villains. So yeah, Medusa defeated Jill Valentine. Didn't think that was going to happen, but it did. So sadly, Jill's now eliminated. But we have to move on because, every character except for one is ultimately going to lose in this tournament. So let's go back to the matchup for the day. Like I said, who was it? Skull Kid and Pyrrha Nikos. This is but this is an interesting one because Pyrrha Nikos, she's from a series called Ruby, RWBY. It's like an anime. Doesn't Rooster Teeth make it or have something to do with it, I believe? She's just a very strange character, and why? Let me explain why she's in the tournament again, because I still get a comment here and there like, why is Pyrrha in this tournament? Remember, I did ask you guys for your suggestions. Before this whole tournament started, I asked for your guys' suggestions for characters you wanted to see in this tournament. Quite a few people actually said Pyrrha Nikos. Before this tournament, I had no idea this character even existed. But then I got to learn about her a little bit, and I liked the potential for the moveset. That she could bring into Super Smash Bros. Style-wise, I think fits. Fighting style that works. Art style also fits in. I think you can do some really cool stuff with Pyrrha Nikos. I really do. Again, is she going to be one of the most likely ones? No. Again, these tournaments are for fun, so if you want Pyrrha, vote for her. No harm there. But again, 1 vote per person. So how could she play? Let's just go over moveset a bit. I think she would have a very fantastic, pretty diverse moveset. So you could see she's got like this javelin. Javelin. You got some pokes, you got some jabs. You can throw the javelin. Maybe even when you throw it, similar to, what's the best way to compare this? Maybe kind of like King K. Rool's crown when you throw it, and if King K. Rool isn't in the area when the crown comes back, it lays on the ground. So something similar to that. Like you throw the javelin, and maybe if it misses somebody, it sticks into the ground. Pyrrha would have to go back and retrieve the javelin to use it for movesets again. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Plus, I think, isn't it the javelin can turn into a rifle as well, if I'm not mistaken? So, I mean, come on, you got essentially you got a javelin user who can also fire long-range projectiles, maybe mid-range projectiles. I think that'd be very cool. Cover a lot of bases there. And then she's got like this little, what is it called? Like a discus shield on her as well. She can throw that that would be like, Link's boomerang, throw it and comes right back. That would be really awesome to see. Maybe you could use it. I don't know if she can counter at all, and I hate bringing up the counter, but maybe that's how she counters if she's, if she does that in her series at all. Use a discus shield, boom, reflect it back or whatever it might be. So there's a lot of cool potential that I really like with the character. Again, I'm not expecting this character to even have been considered for Smash Bros. I'm not. I don't think pretty much almost nobody was. Definitely there's people that want her. She's won all her matches so far. I want to check that real quick. I just want to see who she's beaten so far. So far, Pyrrha Nikos has beaten Kamek. Let's see. Pyrrha beat Shadow in the first round. So she's only had 2 matches, but she beat Shadow and Kamek so far. And now she's taking on Skull Kid. Yeah. Does she get another W? Who knows? That'd be interesting. I don't know. She's got a fan base, it seems like. So, who knows? You never know what Nintendo was ultimately thinking. Again, Nintendo's the one that did come up with the DLC list, and then Sakurai kind of picked from the list of characters that he could make a moveset for. So, could Pyrrha have been on the list? Maybe, but probably unlikely. The way that Nintendo's going, they're going for big third-party characters and actual video game characters, so that's kind of, maybe a point against Pyrrha in this case, but I don't know. We'll see how she does, at least in this matchup, in this little tournament. So let's go to her opponent, Skull Kid. Always a name that gets brought up for Smash Bros. Speculation for a new character, right? Going back to... I don't remember seeing the character's name a lot for Melee. Just personally, I don't remember seeing it a lot. But Brawl, I really started seeing this character's name, pick up a bit of steam and, getting talked about quite a bit. And then eventually I, learned about Skull Kid, and I love Skull Kid. I love the potential moveset. I love the character. I love the design. And he would fit very well in the roster. Another thing, Legend of Zelda deserves a fresh face on the roster. Nothing against Toon Link and Young Link, but can we get something that's not Link, please? Can we get somebody different? Could we get Skull Kid? Could we get an Impa? Could we get whoever? Just somebody different. Legend of Zelda is one of Nintendo's biggest 3 franchises that they own. And the reps that they have in Smash Bros. Are Link, Zelda, Sheik, Ganondorf, right? I don't think I'm missing anybody. If I am, oops. But my point is, Legend of Zelda deserves a new rep, somebody, not a different iteration of a character that we've already seen that has a very similar moveset. Let's get somebody different. Let's get Skull Kid, right? Again, going back, very highly speculated, highly wanted by the community, always gets talked about. Was one of the top 10 characters that I personally seen this time around. Before Smash Ultimate got released, everybody was like, yeah, Skull Kid's probably getting in. Or at least the consensus was, there's going to be a brand new Legend of Zelda character. And that, again, Skull Kid was probably, towards the top of those lists. Ultimately got shafted and got put as the assist trophy. And it sucks. It sucks. When you're a fan of a character and you would really, really want to see them as a playable character in Smash Bros. And then they get that stupid little assist trophy next to their name and you're like, no. It just, it hurts. It hurts inside, but it is what it is. Skull Kid is popular with the fans. Maybe someday he gets his chance. Hey, Crom eventually. Someday he got his chance, Or whatever Crom said in the Wii U, the Lucina and Robin trailer, whatever that was. Maybe I'll get my chance another day. Maybe Skull Kid will get his chance another day. And maybe that other day is DLC. So going back to what Nintendo was saying with the potential of just something different that fans might not expect, could we see a potential assist trophy promotion within the same game for DLC? I don't know. I'm sure Nintendo's thought about the idea. Who knows how much they actually really try to explore the option. But if you did that, of course, you'd open the door for a lot of backlash and a lot of negativity of, oh, why does this one character get to be promoted as an assist trophy when character ABCDE didn't get it as well? Maybe Nintendo wants to avoid that, and I can understand that, and they might reevaluate this and come back to Skull Kid and all these other assist trophies that could potentially be playable in a future game. Maybe they'll reevaluate that next Smash game, but there's no denying Skull Kid's got the moveset. He's popular, he's relevant. People like him. People want him. Would he make sense? Yes. Would Pyrrha Nikos make sense? It'd be one of the strangest picks for Smash DLC. I'll be completely honest about that. I like the moveset, but voting-wise, no, I'm going Skull Kid. I've wanted Skull Kid since Brawl days. He's still, top 10 list of characters that I personally want right now. So, please, maybe someday Skull Kid gets in, and that would be so awesome. But we'll have to wait for that day if it ever does come. So, that is going to wrap up today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. So, a little sneak peek for tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Wait, today's Tuesday, right? The 30th? Yeah, today's going to be Thursday when I upload this. The Smash the hero thing. Hopefully we get some really cool information and whatever. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be at work when it happens, but I get a lunch break at least, so we'll watch it then. But anyway, that's going to be fun. So let's get to it. The matchup for tomorrow is going to be... Ooh, that's an interesting... I forgot King Boo's still in the winner's bracket. Okay, but we got an interesting matchup. We have Leon Kennedy from the Resident Evil series, who is now the sole survivor of the Resident Evil series for the series, because, well, Jill just got eliminated, but taking on King Boo. So that should be fun to see and how that plays out. And then we'll get results. No, we're back on the winner's bracket. We're getting results, right? Yes, we're going to get results for, should be Scorpion up here, right? We'll get the results for Scorpion against Chibi Robo, but that's all tomorrow, and you know the deal by now. Today is today. Today's video is wrapping up, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I look forward to the voting as always, and hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.